Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my first fragrance mist that is part of my project Use It Up, and that is Gingham by Bath & Body Works. Now, it's not completely used up yet, but it is very close. I got right about to here, and I wanted to go ahead and do this video because I wanted to share with you guys all of the scent combinations that I have tried with Gingham. So that's why I wanted to do the video. But overall, this is a very fresh and clean scent. You really get the clementine and you also get the freesia quite a bit. So it very much reminds me of like that fresh out the shower, kind of even out the pool maybe, slightly, but very, very clean. Slightly leans on the cleaning product side, but not in a chemically way, just a very fresh type of way. But this is a very nice scent to wear to the gym, to run errands, for just going out on basically on a day-to-day basis. This is a really good scent. It's not necessarily one I recommend for going out. Not that you couldn't wear it, but it's not one I'd like recommend for that specifically, but it is a very nice day-to-day fragrance for those who love their fresh and clean scents. So I'm first going to start off, by the way, but I'm going to put a disclaimer. I'm not claiming that I came up with all of these scent combos. These were ideas, most of them I did come up with, but someone else may have put it out there before me. I don't know, but I'll share with you guys all the ones I was inspired through other creators on the internet. And I'll share those with you guys first, just because I was curious to test them out myself and see if I liked their scent combos. So the first one is all the Gingham scent combos that Natalie Grace came out with. So I was curious to see how the fragrances she recommends putting together, how they smelled and went together. So the first one and by the way, I love her videos. She always has amazing content out there. So go follow her on YouTube, TikTok, etc. If you don't already. But yes, just wanted to share the ones that she came up with first. So the first one is Gingham with Bombshell. So I think I remember her saying somewhere in one of her videos to try out these two together. I think that they work together because they both have that fresh, clean, slightly soapy leaning scent. Bombshell has this almost like shower gel like consistency to it. It's very pretty, very girly. It's not like one I'd originally think would go together very well, because this one's a lot more girly than Gingham. Gingham kind of leans more unisex slightly, but they do pair together very nice, and I was pleasantly surprised with this combo. I felt like sometimes Gingham for me is a little bit too fresh and clean, but when I do pair it with Bombshell, it kind of tones down the cleaning product scent to me. So for that reason, I actually really like these two together. So Natalie's Grace combo was definitely a win. The next combo that she recommended putting together is Gingham with Aqua Kiss. I really like these scents together. I feel like that they work well, even though they seem like they'd be very similar, but they're really not. Aqua Kiss is a lot more aquatic to me, whereas Gingham still has almost like that slightly chlorine feel to it, but Gingham is more like clean to me, but together they make a really beautiful combo. It kind of makes Gingham more aquatic and more pretty. So I really like these two together. They both pair very nice together as well. So that was another amazing combo that Natalie recommended. And then the last one is Gingham with Light Blue. I remember one of her earlier videos, she came out with this combo, and I don't agree that these smell similar. To me, they're very different scents despite them being kind of fresh and clean scents. I know people compare light blue. I've heard Windex. I've heard the Lemon Pledge. I get both of those, honestly, and I am a huge fan of light blue, right? But to me, Gingham almost smells more cleaner like. I almost get more of that Victoria's Secret pink, fresh and clean. I'd say Gingham is more similar to that scent than it is to light blue, just my opinion. But where it kind of leans more on the Comet cleaner side, or something like that, like, I don't know. But either way, they go very well together despite them, to me, being very different fresh and clean scents. I think light blue is a lot sweeter. To me, it's a little bit more girly, a little bit less unisex. And the reason why I think the light blue is because of that fresh apple note. I think it really just makes it sweeter. So for me, I actually like the combo. It kind of made Gingham a little bit better to me because I think Gingham is not sweet enough for me to like absolutely love it on its own. I like it and it's a nice scent to wear to the gym and whatnot. But when I add light blue, to me, it just makes it slightly sweeter and more enjoyable. So I actually truly love this combo. So Natalie Grace, you did it once again. Okay, as for the other ones I've heard, these were ones I actually looked up on TikTok. I was looking up ideas, what to pair with Gingham, because I was like, I don't even know what I want to pair with it. And they somehow worked. So the first one is Gingham with Cloud. So I saw this one from Anaya ZXO on TikTok. Go follow her. She does great scent combos. So this was definitely a good one from her. And I absolutely think that these complement each other so well. I would never think to pair the two together, to be honest with you. But one thing I didn't realize, Cloud is very sweet. To me, it has a sweet marshmallowy scent. And it has like the lavender touch to it, where it's like light, it's sweet, or I wouldn't even say light, but it has like an airy quality to it. And even though it's not, it's more musky and it kind of has that woody kind of scent to it. It also kind of slightly smells like Skittles to me and candy, but it still has that marshmallowy kind of twist. However, it goes well with Gingham because there's still a fresh element to it. It's a very light, airy, and that ozonic DNA, which feels very cloud-like, pairs very nice with the fresh and clean Gingham. I feel like it kind of helps tone the very clean squeakiness that Gingham has. So for me, I really enjoy these two together. So Anaya, very great combo. Thank you for putting us all on. Okay, so the next one that I wanted to share with you guys, this was from a different TikTok person. So this is from Adren here on TikTok, and this was Gingham with Donna, Born, and Roma. So I paired Donna, Born, and Roma. I thought pairs really nice with Pure Wonder. I really like those two together. So I would never think to pair it with Gingham, but this TikToker, Adren, she knows what she's talking about because these two pair very nice together. I think Donna, Born, and Roma, it has like an almost vanilla undertone to it. Even though it still leans on the fruity side, it still feels very fresh and fruity, but it has this vanilla musk to it. So I just wasn't sure that it would go with Gingham. But honestly, it does work pretty well because that fresh and floral scent really comes through with Donna, Born, and Roma. So if you want to kind of make the fresh and the slightly fruity fragrance come out more, there is some citrus in Donna, Born, and Roma. Pair it with Gingham, it'll bring out the more citrusy, fresh side. So I really like these two together. I also think it's another great way, if you're not a huge fan of Gingham, to kind of bring more of that fruity, fun side to it. So really like those two together. Another great combo from Adren. So really beautiful. So those were the ones that I thought the TikTokers and YouTuber did very well with. And honestly, I loved all those combos, so they were definitely right. Next, I'm going to share with you guys all the ones that I was sort of just messing around with and tried different scent combos with Gingham. These were the ones that did not work out. So jokes on me for these ones, but I would not recommend Gingham with Bear by Victoria's Secret. I think there's something about Bear. I believe it's a sandalwood fragrance, but to me, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of smells ambery too. And I feel like Bear, it's too warm to pair with Gingham. I thought that maybe they would work because Bear, I believe, has a violet note, but I think it's just a little too warm to pair with Gingham. Gingham's just way too clean and fresh. So I just wasn't a huge fan of them together. Maybe with Open Sky, Bear would work, but Gingham is definitely a no. I do not recommend it at all. So not a favorite. Even though it seems obvious they wouldn't go together, I still like to try kind of weird combos. The next one is Gingham with Cozy Season. Again, it's just way too warm. I don't recommend. They just don't mesh well. It wasn't a favorite. So it was just too warm for this scent. I don't know what I was thinking with pairing those two together, but clearly it didn't work out. The next one is Gingham with Jimmy Choo, I Want You. So the reason why I decided to pair these two together was because I Want You has a peach note, but Gingham has that really clementine note, and it comes out more cleaning products than like a fruity clementine. It comes out more on the musky side. And then the I Want You is just way too warm. And it is musky, but it really warms up with the skin. So I find that the pair just kind of clash with each other. So it smells kind of funky on my body chemistry personally. So I would not really recommend these two together. It was definitely interesting to try it. And actually, I really want to try I Want You with other fragrances, but not Gingham. It just was not it to me. Okay, and then the last one I tried with Gingham is Fiji Sunshine Guavatini. This is the last one that unfortunately did not work out for me. It was okay. I thought that these two might actually go well together. But it was a bit too sweet and candy-like for Gingham overall. So I just wasn't like a huge fan of it personally. It wasn't terrible, but there just are better scent combos. So for me, it was just a miss. I think on the dry down, it was okay, but again, there's just better ones. So I have a couple ones that are a little out of the box, but they actually did, they smelled pretty decent together, to be honest. Gingham with Mod Vanilla by Ariana Grande. I think this is a great combo for those of you guys who you find Gingham a little too fresh and you're just a gourmand person. If you want that take where it's just a little bit, you want to tone down the cleaning productness of Gingham, try it with Mod Vanilla. Let me know what you think. I know it sounds a little bit odd, but I found that they actually did pair pretty nice together. I think because Mod Vanilla is a fresher take on vanilla. It's a little bit marshmallowy, but it's light and fluffy. So I think it paired pretty nice. And honestly, there's a slight DNA of cloud, so it's a little bit more fresh and it's very airy. So as a vanilla, it's a very airy, light and fresh vanilla. So I found those two actually worked pretty well together. The next one, again, this is pretty odd, but these worked pretty decent together. This was Gingham with Wicked by Victoria's Secret. A very marshmallow fragrance, kind of on the meringue side. Sweet. This one is a little bit more weird than Mod Vanilla, because even though it is It's a lighter, it's kind of a medium vanilla. It's not like super gourmand, but it is kind of like that meringue marshmallow, so it's a little bit more warm than mod vanilla per se, and not nearly as fresh, but it still worked decent. I didn't think it was bad with Gingham. Like, I was trying to like smell myself and be like, is it good, is it bad? But I think they work pretty well together, surprisingly. I actually quite like the combo. I thought I didn't really have any complaints. It just, if you want to make Gingham sweeter and more vanilla-like, pair it with Wicked. But yeah. Okay, I have two that are a lot lighter. So Gingham with Ivory Cashmere. Very similar to the other two, but this one's a lot lighter. So if you find that mod vanilla or Wicked is too weird for you, try it with Ivory Cashmere. It's just a lighter, airy type of scent. Feels very cozy. And with Gingham, just kind of tones down those really cleaning product notes that Gingham has. Okay, and then the last one is the Tease Crumb Cloud. This is slightly more intense than Ivory Cashmere. It very much reminds me of Ivory Cashmere, but it's more meringue marshmallow leaning, kind of in between Ivory Cashmere and Wicked. But again, it goes pretty well with Gingham if you just want to add more vanilla take to it, kind of tone down the cleanliness of Gingham, just make it a little bit less sharp. Pair it with this one, it'll make it a lot sweeter, bring out the sweetness more, kind of tone down those fresh and clean notes. So yeah, those were the ones that were a little bit different, but they paired pretty nice with them. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys one of the first combos I tried with this, Gingham with Fleur Fatale by Kim Kardashian. This combo worked really nice together. Now, Fleur Fatale is a very musky, soapy rose scent. Kind of smells like either Dove or Dial bar soap. Not sure if it's the white one or the rose one, kind of in between. If you took the white bar soap and the rose one, like the rose Dove soap with a white Dial or something, and you mix it and you created this. That's what Kim Kardashian Fleur Fatale is. It's pretty floral. It's like a musky, fresh, clean floral, though you smell squeaky clean when you wear this. It was a little bit too floral for me at first. I was like, oh boy, this is floral. It's a very white floral, but it's very floral. But I did grow on me. It's more on the mature side, but it's not old lady necessarily. It smells like that for a couple of seconds because it's so fresh, so clean and soapy. But honestly, once it dries down, it's just like this really nice, fresh, floral type of scent. It is very strong though, so you know, I like to pair it with other things basically. But Gingham was a good starter fragrance to try with this, and I wore these two quite a bit. I think they complement each other so well. Gingham is another fresh, clean type of scent. So with the combo of the fresh, clean clementine and freesia mixed with of Gingham, mixed with the musky soapiness, rosy Fleur Fatale by Kim Kardashian, they work pretty nicely together. So I really did like this scent combo, and I wore it quite a bit. Okay, the next scent combo with Gingham I really enjoyed was Fresh Getaway. This is a really nice, fresh fragrance. I don't know how to explain it exactly. It smells a little bit like linen-like. And it smells very like, it has the yuzu, the citrus. It's a nice citrus scent. It's not too fresh. It's not too clean. But with Gingham, it kind of just brings a little bit more fun to Gingham. I feel like it makes a little bit more sweeter, brings a little bit of fruitiness here and there, a little bit more linen-like, almost like you're like on your back porch kind of smell Really like the scent. Beautiful together. So yeah. Next one I paired with Gingham that I really did like was Fresh Coconut and Cotton. It smells like a musky coconut and like basically cotton, so kind of airy and musky. It's very nice with Gingham though. I mean, it just will make you smell more like laundry, like dryer sheets mixed with cleaning, kind of like a fresh and clean sort of product like Gingham is. So yes, really like these two together. Next one I really quite enjoyed with Gingham is White T-shirt. I think these pair beautifully together. Really like the combo. Just a beautiful overall take with Gingham. White T-shirt smells like laundry detergent, and mixed with Gingham, which has this like cleaning product freshness to it. It has that clementine, so it just smells like you're mixing a citrusy cleaning kind of scent with a laundry detergent. It's beautiful together. So I really like those. And the White T-shirt has this lavender twist to it, so really nice. Like those two together quite a bit. Next one I liked with Gingham is Davidoff Cool Water. So really, I just got this idea from Natalie Grace at this point, because Davidoff Cool Water is very similar to Aqua Kiss. It is a little bit more unisex leaning, but overall very similar. It's just a nice aquatic fresh scent. You smell very much like it's giving the lake, giving like pool water type vibes. And with Gingham, which also in a way gives me slightly pool water vibes, just not nearly as aquatic. It's more on the fresh and cleaning product side, so kind of has like a slightly chlorine twist to it. These pair very nice together, so really like those two as well. Next scent I really like with Gingham is Champagne Toast. This just adds a bubbly citrus. They both have citrus, so it adds like a bubbly citrus, more uplifting, orangey twist to it. Brings out the orange a little bit more, because this has clementine, Gingham has clementine. Champagne Toast has that bubbly kind of like orange juice, or what is it called? Like orange champagne kind of. I can't even think. Juicy tangerine. It has tangerine. So to me, it smells like if you mix a mimosa with a rosé champagne, or I can't think of what they're called, but yes, a rosé champagne, basically. If you mix the two together, you get Champagne Toast. But basically, it makes it more fun, more uplifting, more bright. So really like those two together. I also really like Gingham with Pure Wonder. I thought of Pure Wonder because the Donna Born and Roma always makes me think of Pure Wonder. So from that TikToker, I thought of pairing Gingham with Pure Wonder. So yeah, I got inspired by the Donna Born and Roma idea to then create Gingham with Pure Wonder. Pure Wonder is a jasmine fragrance. It smells like a rosé ale, like you're going to a winery or a brewery type of thing. It kind of smells, I would even describe this smelling a little bit like the apple ale too. So between a rosé ale and like an apple or like a cider kind of ale, that's kind of the vibes. Or like a rosé wine, that's what Pure Wonder gives me. So it just smells like this sparkling kind of drink, and then it's very icy, and if you pair it, and then the amber does kind of warm it up, kind of like alcohol kind of has, even though it's cooling, it has that warmth to it as well. And then when you add it with Gingham, it just adds more like a freshness to it. So these two also pair very nice together. The next one I really quite liked was Cloud9 with Gingham. There's something more fruity about this, so I felt like it gave Gingham the extra blast of fruitiness it needed. Cloud9 kind of reminds me of slightly like Skittles. It almost has this candy coating to it that Skittles has, like a fruity coating kind of smell. Or maybe Mentos, kind of, well, Mentos, not exactly, but kind of between Skittles and Mentos, I would say. And together they pair really nice. Cloud9 still pretty fresh. It still has the, I want to say, oh yeah, lavender breeze. But they just pair really nice together. Really fresh, fun kind of take. Next one I really quite like with Gingham is In the Stars. So this was one of the first combos I tried. This is the newer packaging. I also have the older one. But Gingham with In the Stars, it's really just, it works together. It goes together beautifully. Can't complain. Gingham is really fresh. In the Stars is really airy. Again, because of that TikToker who mentioned it with Cloud, I wanted to try it with In the Stars. And boy, do they smell really beautiful together. Now, In the Stars is more unisex than Cloud. Her Cloud is very sweet, very candy-like, very marshmallowy. Whereas In the Stars, it has a very similar ozonic feel to it. But at the same time, it's way more unisex. It leans slightly cologne vibes, slightly Axe spray. But not exactly. It's more, I don't know, it's kind of in between, I would say. A cologne and a perfume. But it has that citrusy kind of note that, like, Gingham has clementine and the Stars has sugar tangelo. So together, those citrus notes are very similar to me in a way. They have like this similar clean kind of feeling to them. And then In the Stars brings out that airy ozonic quality, and it kind of tones down the clean notes of Gingham. So I really like these two together. The next one I tried, I really quite liked, is Sunshine Mimosa with Gingham. This is just a bright, uplifting orange drink scent, orange mimosa, orange juice type of vibe to it. More mimosa-y, kind of actually a mixture between orange juice and orange mimosa. Slightly alcoholic or sparkling, kind of like an alcohol, but mostly just bright orange juice. Mixed with Gingham, it just brings out the citrus, like the clementine mixes really well with the citrus notes that Sunshine Mimosa has. It makes it more bright, more energetic, more fun. But I don't think it smelled quite great until the dry down. Once the dry down hit, it was really good. On the opening, it's kind of clashes together, but once it fully dries down, it really does smell amazing together and works really well. Okay, the next one is Gingham with Brazilian Crush Cheirosa 68. So this is very similar to Cloud. It just has this more dragon fruit-like quality to it. It's like Burberry Her. It's like, basically it's like a cotton candy woody scent is how I describe it. Kind of airy, cotton candy, sweet, musky, but very pretty, very beautiful. It has that slightly fun, fruity twist to it with the dragon fruit. This is kind of, it's very comparable to Fall in Bloom and Burberry Her. But with Gingham, it just makes it sweeter, more cotton candy-like. Gingham kind of helps tone down the cotton candy notes that 68 has, but overall they work really well together. Gives Gingham more of an airy quality to it and makes it a little bit more uplifted. Okay. Next one is Gingham with Pastel Skies. Wasn't sure about these two together, but they do work quite well. Pastel Skies is similar to 68, not exactly the same, but it's like that cotton candy woody scent. This leans slightly, it's giving me like sweet whiskey vibes. That's what Pastel Sky. It's like pink suede, sweet whiskey, those type of fragrances, berry-like, basically cotton candy / berry-like and boardwalk taffy-ish. But it's like it has more cotton in it, more woodiness in it, more coconut. That's what Pastel Skies is. So it gives like this coconut cotton candy take to Gingham. And it kind of tones down that freshness, brings out some different notes like a woodiness, more cotton candy. So I definitely enjoyed these two together, even though I wasn't even sure if they would go that well together. I don't think it would be my number one pick for scents to pair, but they do smell and they do work together. They do smell good. Gingham with Love and Sunshine. This actually surprised me so much how great it was together. I mean, they're both fresh and clean scents. Love and Sunshine has that like kind of like out in the fields, flowers, wildflower, kind of daisy kind of smell to it. But it has like that lemon vibe, and it works well with Gingham because Gingham has that like fresh and cleaning products kind of scent with the Love and Sunshine lemon scent. And then the daisy, so it's like fresh and kind of floral and kind of fun. So it kind of brings together, it's kind of like if you think of like denim and daisies, that's kind of how these two work together well, I feel like. So I really like these two together as well. Next one I really quite liked with Gingham is Daisy Love. I would even say maybe Daisy Oh So Fresh, but that one I just finished, so I couldn't even try those two together. But Daisy Love also pairs very beautifully with it. It's that kind of like innocent floral type of scent where it smells like bright, innocent daisies. A hint of like warmth to it. It's very nice. That's how Daisy Love smells. It smells like a ray of sunshine, like you're out in the field of daisies and rainbow. I don't know. But it has like a slight warmth to it. Which I wasn't sure would pair well with Gingham, but it really does. If you think of like Aqua Kiss kind of smells like that fresh and clean aquatic scent. And then you bring like, almost like, it kind of smells like that fresh and clean aquatic pool smell mixed with Daisy. So that's kind of what it's giving, and I feel like Daisy Love, because of that, pairs really nice with Gingham. Gingham also kind of reminds me, it's not nearly as aquatic as Davidoff Cool Water or Aqua Kiss per se, but it has that really fresh, slight, almost chlorine-like smell to it, and I find it pairs pretty nice with Daisy Love because of that. So I think they just pair really nice together. The Daisy Love kind of adds that feel the flowers fun note to it. So really like those two together as well. Next, moving on, we have Sea Island Shore with Gingham. This was another scent. I know Natalie Grace raved about the Sea Island Cotton one. And again, this is basically a repackage of it. It might be a little bit different. But this also works well with it. They both have the freesia note. They both smell fresh. I would say Gingham is more fresh and clean. Sea Island Shore is just more fresh overall, not as cleaning like smell to it. But overall, they pair very nice together, okay? So really like those two together as well. Very fresh, very clean. Gingham is very fresh and very clean, but with Sea Island Shore, it just kind of brings out more freshness and tones down the cleaning product smell. So again, I really like these two together. They pair very nice together. Sea Island Shore also kind of brings about more like this breezy cotton scent to it. So for that reason, I actually love these together. Okay, so moving on, I have Gingham with Indigo Dreams, right? This is a nice scent. Like, it actually smells pretty. It reminds me, actually, it kind of smells, Indigo Dreams reminds me of Cloud9 a little bit. Cloud9 has this candy coating smell. I'd say Indigo Dreams is more fruity smelling. Let me see. But it's like this fresh, it doesn't even say it has fruity notes. It has more like fresh notes. It has bergamot water, glowing amber, more musk. But the bergamot is like really fresh, and I find that because of the freshness to it, it pairs really nice with Gingham. But still, Indigo Dreams has almost a slight fruity take to me. So I just think it pairs good with Gingham in general. It just has that beautiful touch to it. So I think if you just want to add a slight more prettiness to Gingham, add Indigo Dreams. It'll make it slightly more feminine, and it'll just kind of bring out more of that, the fresh notes and less cleaning product to it. Next one I wanted to share with you guys is Gingham with Coastal Hydrangeas. Coastal Hydrangeas smells, this was another one Natalie Grace always recommends, but it smells a very like ocean mist, or like if you go to like a hotel or like a pool, and by the pool, by the hotel, there's like that mist where they bring it out. Like if you go to any like almost like a resort or wherever, and they have that mist coming down. That's what Coastal Hydrangeas smells like. It is on the floral side, where it is very like floral too. The hydrangeas, it brings a very aquatic floral smell to it, but overall it smells like a ocean mist or a pool mist or whatever, or a water park mist, whatever you want to call it. Very similar to that, and it just reminds me of vacation. But Gingham also has that fresh cleaning product scent to it, and keep in mind it has the blue freesia, which is also like that florally kind of fresh scent, clean kind of fresh scent, and together they do pair very nice together. They're very different takes on fresh, clean floral scents, but overall they have a similar idea and they just go well together. I wasn't sure about these two because I did notice a pretty big difference in the way that they lean on the fresh and clean side. Gingham slightly more like Comet, like cleaning bleach, Comet. I wouldn't even say it like that because it's not like chemically like that, but it has that freshness or that cleanness that it has, just without the chemical kind of vibe. But it still has the clementine to make it really citrusy. And then Coastal Hydrangeas, it's leans slightly more like very florally. I don't know how to explain it, but very like ocean mist breeze. So I wasn't sure if they work together, but I find that they do, and they smell pretty nice together. So this is another one I quite enjoyed. Okay, then my final three. So I have Gingham with Midsummer Dream. This Midsummer Dream is one of my favorite like freshy kind of scents. I just wish it lasted longer. It has that beautiful pear to it, and nectarine. So the nectarine is very sweet. The pear is very fresh, but it just makes Gingham smell a little bit more fruity, a little bit more lively. Like Gingham, it's just very like mature, fresh, clean. And Midsummer Dream just adds that extra fruitiness I feel like it needs. So for that reason, I really love these two together. If you just want to make Gingham smell a little bit more fun, a little bit more fruity, add Midsummer Dream. Okay, the next one is Gingham with Magnolia Charm. So this one I didn't care for at first because it reminded me of like when your laundry sits out too long and it smells like and it's like wet and you didn't wash it yet. It had that type of scent at first, but like eventually that kind of went away, and it does have like that heady heady magnolia feel to it, like a heavy floral, but it really grew on me. It smells like laundry. I do get the laundry vibes. It's like if you took your clothes and like had them like sit out to dry outside though on a clothespin. That's what Magnolia Charm is giving. But together with Gingham also has that fresh, clean, I wouldn't say laundry scent to it, but it has that fresh and clean scent. So I feel like these work very well together. It kind of gives, Magnolia Charm just gives that extra floral touch to Gingham, and extra laundry touch. So I think these work very beautifully together as well. Okay, the last one. I really love this with Gingham, Butterfly. Okay, Butterfly is like the better version of Sweet Peas. To me, Sweet Pea, there's something too strong and too floral in it. And I'm a floral person, I'm a floral girl. But not every floral I like. And Sweet Pea just had something a little bit off-putting to me. And it smelled gentle and it smelled girly and pretty, and like my sister, like she wore it all the time, and I don't even think it smelled bad, but there's something in it I didn't like. But with Butterfly, it's like the best version of that. Like if you took away that nasty note, and then you're left with butterfly. And butterfly I absolutely love. It's just a pretty girl fragrance. It has nectar, raspberry nectar, iris petals, and airy vanilla. Yeah, kind of, to me it has that, I wouldn't say violet feel, but kind of like that. Oh, I guess it's the iris in the raspberry, so it's kind of like the sweet, fruity, slightly floral scent. Slightly powdery, but really I don't get too much powder. To me, it kind of smells like nature, nectar, slightly, slight fruitiness to it. And it gives Gingham that just extra like girly feminine side. That's why I think these two pair really nice together. It just makes it a pretty girl scent. So really love this combo as well. All right, you guys, well, those are all of the scent combinations I've tried out with Gingham. Almost done with it. I do want to share with you guys, the next video is going to be, I'm not sure if this will be the next video, but I did finish the scent, Jimmy Choo Floral. I'm basically almost done with that one as well. So I'll share with you guys all the scent combinations I've tried with that one as well. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you guys have a great day.